We can't turn back. Our economy is too important. Actions do speak louder than words. Governor LePage is working for Maine, and I support him. Everyone, please welcome Governor Paul LePage.
Actions speak louder than words. Les actes sont plus élégants que la parole. I came to the governorship from a background in business. I'm not a smooth-talking politician. I came to Maine to create jobs. With reforms, we have created jobs, thousands of jobs. The unemployment rate is down a full point. That equates to 12.5%. More than 7,000 jobs have been created since I took office. We're on the upswing. While politicians talk about poverty, I lived it. I know when someone has the ability to work, a job is the best way out of poverty. I pushed through welfare reform, a new 5-year cap on welfare benefits, a crackdown on fraud, quadrupling the number of fraud cases since I've been in office. We're stopping illegal aliens from collecting welfare benefits. And we're going to reserve the limited welfare resources to those who truly need it. Folks, there's been a 41% reduction in welfare cases in the last 3 years. While other governors in this country are cut funding for education, K through 12, we've proposed an increase of $80 million, but with new options and accountability to give every child a real good chance at life. My proudest has been domestic violence, the attack on domestic violence. I also understand that very well. We need to protect our children, our women, and all those who were abused. We changed the bail codes and prison releases, and I'm not done. I won't stop there until we eradicate domestic violence. I signed a law to make sex trafficking a crime in Maine. If you want to use the state for your personal gain, I'm the wrong guy to be your governor. Through strategic appointments, we cracked down on the big old fraud. With some key appointments, we cleaned up the Turnpike Authority and other agencies. I gave back money to all Mainers with the largest tax cut in the history of our state, incentivizing jobs and cutting taxes, not up and yes down the scale, for everyone. When Maine's poorest workers file their taxes this year, they're going to see a virtual elimination of the income tax burden for them. I stopped the automatic increase in fuel tax. I eliminated taxes charged on meals on our elderly in retirement homes. Can you believe it? And without silly gimmicks, I addressed a $1.3 billion shortfall in the budget on our first year in office. And another very proud moment, we paid back an enormous hospital debt. We did it without raising taxes, but there's very, very, very much work to be done in the coming years. We must lower our electricity and energy costs in Maine. For our seniors, for our families, for our businesses, to attract more companies and more jobs to Maine. We must continue the budget and the reform of welfare. So despite the personal tax I take day in and day out, I won't give up on Maine. I will not give up on working Maine families. We need a fair shake, and I won't give up on our kids. If it is to be, it's up to me to continue working for you, the Maine people. Nous ne donnons pas d'eux. So today, I am announcing I am running for the governor of the state of Maine. Barclay Cards, Irving Forest Products, Ameridial, Imskip, Tempest Jets, Mainwood Products, world-class companies that are coming and giving us good paying jobs. In August alone, we created 400 new jobs in the month of August. You know, we have changed the attitude in state government from how we can create red tape and more bureaucracy to how do we cut red tape and spur the economy. Just like our small businesses, the state of Maine is open for business. And we can do more. For Maine to become competitive, we must focus on lowering our electricity and our energy costs. It's not enough to be competitive in New England. We must be competitive throughout the country and throughout the global economy. We are in a global economy, so we need to fight for competitiveness. So I will continue working day in and day out to lower electricity costs, to create more jobs, to create higher paying jobs, and to protect our senior citizens. Maine governance is now all about helping small businesses create jobs, not preventing them. We are also in business to making sure Maine, the Maine people, get $1 of value for every dollar spent by government. I am proud to report that my team and the Department of Transportation added an extra $104 million in road and bridge work in the last 3 years without borrowing money. That's getting a bang for the buck. Also, you can't pay pension benefits with IOUs. You know, the options were a huge future tax increase because politicians ignored the problem for years, or somebody making some tough decisions and reducing the pension deficit by 40% without cutting anyone's benefits. We made the tough decision. We made the tough decision, folks, and the actions are stronger than words. We are controlling the growth of government. We are improving the business climate, and we are making Maine competitive. We have lowered the taxes and eliminated taxes for 70,000 low-paying Mainers. No longer will they have to give in one hand and receive in the other. They have the ability now to keep their money and make some of their own choices. We save farms. We save farms and family businesses by increasing the debt tax from $1 million exemption to $2 million. We know that Maine has not prospered in the past decades. Bigger government, more welfare, higher taxes have held Maine back. The government has not helped Maine families pay the bills or put their kids through college. Just the opposite. That's why we reform welfare. We are going to crack down on all state fraud. We are going to protect Maine taxpayers, and we are going to give them value for their tax dollars. Folks, I truly know when a person needs help. I've needed help many times. It wasn't always easy. Maine's been good to me. Maine's provided me with a good education, some good jobs. I've had the ability to have freedom and opportunity and to provide for my family. For the past 3 years, I've been working to try to give that to all Mainers. Maine has now joined the majority of states. We can now offer our kids charter schools. Hundreds of Maine families have opportunity, choice, and alternatives for their children. Imagine that. We were able to get parents, put them in charge of their children's education. So now our kids will have the opportunity to learn, obtain knowledge, and thrive. I am proud to say I am your governor. This governor standing before you works for you, who issued the largest penalty in the last 20 years against a major polluter, an oil spill. When there's a crime in our state, believe me, I come to action. Ask the commissioner. I even try to do his jobs at times. Our economy and our environment don't have to compete. We just need to treat them equally. We need good jobs, and we can be good stewards of our environment. Tonight, I'd like to say that I am so proud of my wife, Ann, and my family. This lady, she's the real deal, I'll tell you that. In my mind, the greatest First Lady in Maine's history. And my mother-in-law and my 2 kids are here tonight, and believe me, this is my daughter's work right here. This is what she does. This is how much she is committed to making Maine a prosperous state. Ann and I have put veterans as a priority. Not just with lip service, but with deeds. And has helped to highlight Wreath Across America to recognize those who served and those who made the ultimate sacrifice. She has hosted military families regularly at the Blaine House. She's traveled all over the state, up and down the state, and she leaves right after this tonight to go up north to do some military work. We helped. We worked hard and helped to waive the driver's license fees for those currently and recently returning from deployment. We helped fix tuition problems for children of veterans. And I made sure our military spouses received credit for any military-provided training when applying for work in Maine. Yes, we have made some tough decisions. Yes, I have challenged the status quo. And I have fought every day to make sure that we get out of the status quo. We need to move forward. It's not always been easy, but I promise you, I won't give up. I might bend, but I don't break. We are going to fight to keep Maine a better place to live and do business and to raise our families. Someday, I should act more, some say that I should act more like a career politician. But that's not who I am. I'm not a man of fancy words. I'm a man of action. When I see a problem, I like to deal with it and try to solve it. So, if you believe in action, not just words, I am asking you to stand with me. If you believe that we must put people before politics, I am asking you to stand with me. If you believe our kids and Maine's future prosperity is too important to leave to Washington-trained politicians, I ask you to stand with me. Ladies and gentlemen, with your help, we can continue to move Maine forward. Thank you. God bless Maine, and God bless America.